welcome. Good people, welcome. Me, I'm back in the hood, man, Chi-Town. It was just a crazy shooting over here that made us have to get off the E-way. Dudes is on the E-way just blasting. Right down the low end, man. Somebody got hit and they shut down the whole expressway. So now I'm on the street. City's crazy, man. Now, let's get into this. See, this is what The Last Dance couldn't cover and they would never cover. When Michael Jordan left, right? When Jordan left, Scottie was the man now. It was like, Scottie, it's your team. Scottie, you get to run things. You the man. So Scottie enjoyed being the man. Scottie running things. He running things. So Scottie running things. Scottie Pippen is loving this shit. Now what Scottie Pippen don't know is that now that he running things and people are looking to Scottie, Michael was like, look, I'm going to play baseball somewhere. The news was always about Jordan, the media. So the girls were coming by and he was like, man, Michael's still stealing my press. You know, he playing baseball. He ain't sitting down somewhere. The media all out there in Birmingham somewhere. We the Bulls. So the Bulls came out on was like, hey, we're going to be all right. Then Michael's going to come back. And we're going to be rolling. So at this point, everybody thinks Jordan's going to just come back once he failed in baseball. So the fans here in Chicago was hoping for that. Meanwhile, these, 20-year-old white girls used to come up there from the suburbs. They'll drive all the way out to go to Madison Street to go see the games, and they hang out after the games trying to get a player. Hi! So Scottie Pippen used to go to the bar, and Scottie be like, yeah, meet me at Excalibur's. Yeah. And that was Scottie hangout, was Excalibur's, because they treated him like a king there. If you go to Excalibur, Scottie, man, that was his thing. He loved Excalibur. What's up, Mr. Hogan's? I see you. So Scottie went to Excalibur. Another night, he come in the back way. He acting like a king downtown. I don't even know if they got that club anymore. Man. So, see? Police still out here, man. It's crazy. Welcome to my city. The city that I'm from. I gotta get home, 'cause the sun is down. But anyway, back to the story. So the girls meet him up there at the club. Now, see, Scottie normally has a running buddy around this time. And the running buddy he normally rode with. Now, before, it used to be Dickie Simpkins. Dickie Simpkins was known for, they called him Dickie for a reason, because he was digging everybody's girls. It's mainly Scottie's. Dickie. Good old Dickie Simpson. So we already went over the Dickie Simpkins situation before, where Dickie got into it with some dudes, but that's for another story here and there. So meanwhile, at the club, his new running buddy is Corey Blunt. Corey Blunt is his new rolling buddy, because see, Scottie is married. He can't be seen. He's married to Larsa now. And they're like freshly married. She's like 19, 20 years old. So they were doing their thing, man, like crazy. Like, it was nuts. I was like, man, Scottie, what you doing? But Scottie, this is how star athletes work. They get the workaround guy. Now, Corey Blunt's on a rookie contract. Or a journeyman contract. I don't know if he was a rookie or not. But Corey Blunt's a good dude. And what Corey would do is he had a place, I believe it was Buffalo Grove or Arlington Heights. One of them. They're like right next to each other. So anybody from Chicago know what I'm talking about. But around that area, he had a little duplex. So his thing is that his building is connected to his neighbor. Now, it just so happens that I know his neighbor. That's how I know this story. The wife told it all to me. And those girls that was at the bar that he met at the game that they brought back to the house, those were her friends. They were little whores at the time. And at the time, she was with her ex-husband. She was married to him at the time. They're at this event. And when they go home, they hear all this loud banging on the doors. Like, the place, the walls were so thin in that apartment, that duplex, she could hear his phone. You know, and his phone would ring and then it would go to answering machines. You guys probably, I don't know, some of you guys are young. Y'all don't remember how the answering machine used to work. But the answering machine used to go off and you could, then someone starts talking and then, you know, and leave basically the message and it'll get recorded on there. So he had messages from coaches, strength and conditioning coach. Everybody was calling. And then Scottie calls and leave a message. Yo, man, make sure them girls from yesterday come back. I'm going to be over there at 6 o'clock. So they know Scottie Pippen's coming over at 6 o'clock. They can hear his messages. They can hear everything in his house. So the partying got so crazy because at 6 o'clock, Corey Blunt's coming home rushing. And Scottie Pippen is over there, right? And they got a bunch of girls. It's Corey, Scottie, and it's like 5, 6 girls, all white. And they're all in the house, right? They're making noise. And they start playing, like, what's that game? Like, they pull the damn thing and all the blocks fall down. They're playing that. They're just having a blast. Then they're playing a game called Taboo. And they're laughing and making all this noise. So she gets upset. Then the girl that's next door, you know, that I know, she goes over there, and that's how she finds out that her friend's over there. So the friend said her name. She's like, because she says, Corey, you know, kind of keep it down. Like, this is a work night for us. He's like, I'm sorry, you know, we got this, you know, we don't get a day off. And now we finally got 2 days off, so we're excited. You know, so he's like, don't worry, we're going to tone things down in about 10 minutes. He's like, but thank you. You know, Corey was always real nice to him. But Scottie's in there, and he's got a real problem. Because the girl he slept with last time is back, because he wanted her to come back. But now, there's 3 or more new girls. Now Scottie see another girl he want to bang. And now the girl that he was with, that he wanted back, and said bring those 2 girls back, they back. Now Scottie want to blow her off and go bang the other one. That's a problem. Because now this girl is not just going to roll with that. And you can hear the arguing through the wall. So she's like, the other girl is pissed. She's like, no, this is bullshit. Fuck that. No, Scottie, no. Scottie, no. This is bullshit. You, no, I see you all over her. I see you all over that bitch. Oh my God, she was like, no. Why would you do me like this, Scottie? Scottie was mad. I ain't got time for all that. I thought you was cool. I thought you was cool. Nah, I see you ain't ready. You ain't ready for the big time. The Chicago Bulls is my team now. Jordan, Michael's gone. Michael's gone. It's my team now. Everybody think Michael's coming back. Michael ain't coming back. He happy. It's my team now. So you got your position. Man. So as crazy as it sounds, it got even wilder. Because out there they have like parking, and then they have like additional parking. Now, one of these girls, they don't know they're not supposed to park in certain people's parking spots. They don't, Corey failed or neglected to tell them about the parking. Now, one of the girls' cars got ticketed and is about to be towed. So now people are running out to the car where the tow truck is, and Corey's trying to explain something and get her to move the car. So the police is there to get him a ticket. Now, Scottie can't come out. Scottie come out. Now, this is going to be something else. So Corey Blunt's like, yeah, I play for the Chicago Bulls. And I'm Corey Blunt. And there's like, Corey who? Corey who? Corey who? You play for the Bulls? Yeah, right. And I'm a damn Chinaman. Listen, here's the ticket. Tell her she's going to have to go in. She parked in this person's spot. So Corey was like, man, Scottie, you go out there. This thing will go away. Scottie, no, I can't do that. Can't nobody know I'm here. I do that. That make me look stupid. No, I ain't gonna do that. I can't go out there. So the girl is all unhappy. Her and her friend take her home. So Scottie's like, look, the other three that came back, yeah, bring them back. Because that one girl, that brunette, I want her. So Scottie wanted the brunette. So the brunette, she was like, yeah, make sure your friend come back from yesterday. Scottie was kind of liking her, and he's, so he was like, kick them out. So the landlord of that place was like, this is getting to be a problem. The people were complaining about Corey Blunt in the duplex making noise late at night, and this was not acceptable. So he was like, Scottie, man, we're going to have to really be quiet. We're going to have a quiet night with the ladies, and, the girl knocked over my CD rack. He had the CD rack. He had the clear bachelor pad. You know what I'm saying? So if you was a player and wanted to get away from the house, and at that time, Scottie was trying to get away. Larsa was pregnant, and he was trying to get away. So Scottie was like, man, Larsa's having a baby. Man, we having a baby, man. And she pregnant, man. And she just want to be in the house. And, man, I want to go out. Yeah, so I ain't trying to be in the house, man. I just played the game. I don't feel like it. Now, Scottie wants to have surgery. Like some hand surgery or some minor surgery that he needed to have done. Scottie said no, because Scottie didn't want to be in no damn cast. Scottie's like, man, I ain't gonna be in no cast. So what Scottie did is play the whole season of 1995 with this injury. Jordan ended up coming back out of the year and everything, but he was hiding an injury that apparently he had back in 94. And he didn't say nothing to anybody. He just kept it to himself. And what that did was create such a big, huge problem for everybody involved. Because now it's like, okay, you do that. Now the team is slowed down. So when he was struggling, all eyes on you, you the man. But you want to run around here with hoes all night partying and kicking it with Corey Blunt. Not only did it screw up Corey Blunt, it screwed up Scottie. Because when Michael came back, Scottie was like, he was ready to lead the Bulls anyway and go. He was heard he was getting dealt to the Spurs. So he was like, man, I heard I'm going to San Antonio. Good, they can get me up out of here. Then he was like, I heard I'm going to Seattle again. So he was about to get traded to Seattle. He's like, man, it ain't the Spurs, nah, it's Seattle. Anyway, man, I don't care where I go. I'm just ready to leave. So at this point, Scottie feels that, and he carried that on into 1995. Scottie played subpar. The team suffered. There was no Horace Grant. Horace left. It was really all on Scottie, and he couldn't handle the weight. And once that happened, bigger problems ensued. Jordan came and made sure Corey Blunt was no longer on the team the very next year. As Horace Grant embarrassed Corey Blunt, and he was moved to the Lakers, I believe, eventually. Corey Blunt was a good imitation of Dr. Dre. He looked like Dr. Dre's younger brother. I mean, Corey Blunt was a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it was. That's just how it was. Back in the days, it was the gunslinger days. So that's why Scottie Pippen played so bad in 95. He was supposed to have surgery. And it was either wrist or whatever, and he didn't want to be in a cast for the summer. This was the same thing that hindered him in 95 and in 96. He decided to not have the surgery. The doctor told him in 1994 he needed to have this surgery, or he should have the surgery. He played through the pain in 95. In 96, he just rested, I guess, and let it heal. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then here it comes. He had to have the surgery. He waits till the season start. Then he wants to go have surgery. So he's going to be out for a couple weeks. All it would have took him was a couple weeks. He let this injury linger for years before he went and had something done. Same reason he said in 98 he didn't do it. It's the same reason he didn't do it in 94. So let that sink in, Patreons. We're going to get rolling here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's just a warm-up appetizer. We got a lot coming. You know, we're a little behind schedule. You know, I had mom here. You know, mothers come first. You know, I don't get to see my mom here this often. It was her first time being in my new home. You know, she's very proud, very happy. They taking pictures all day. My sister got a chance to see my new home. So it is what it is. But don't worry, we will definitely make up for all of it. Because the stuff we got this month is going to be quite entertaining in June.